Nigeria. This morning, I want to give you a time, stamp over there. It's 10:23 a.m. in Lagos, and it is the 22nd of October 2019. And this morning, I want to do a very brief video, 15 minutes or less, about Mumphah. A lot of people have been trying to find out what's going on with Mumphah. Okay, some of you know Mumphah as an Instagram celebrity. There's a lot of us like that. Or basically a social media personality that's known on Instagram. Everybody's known for one thing or the other. Linda KG, Laura KG, people do fashion parades, Kemi Olunloyo news. Everybody just has their own thing. Even children on the internet. Sheila's Childs and Femi Fanikaye's sons. There's children out there on Instagram as well. And the different things everybody does with Instagram. Mumphah, on the other hand, is known for the flashy page. Flashy, who has that page? Soso Bereka, um, he's an oil and gas boy. Hush Puppy, social media personality. I don't know what Hush Puppy does for a living, but I'm just going to call him a social media, Instagram personality because Hush Puppy is not on any other social media. Mumphah, however, is only on Instagram. I don't know of Mumphah being on Facebook, but he's definitely not on Twitter. Any Mumphah pages you see on Twitter is fake. Okay. I don't know Mumphah personally, but because of the Instagram personality, I've actually asked him for money before. Okay. Because what we all perceive is that he has a lot of money. His page is, I mean, his page on Instagram is filled with photos of private jet shots with him eating or with him traveling back and forth from somewhere to another place. We've even seen pictures of his children in the private jets eating and enjoying themselves, or maybe on a regular plane first class. Okay, so he shows his family, he shows his wife, he doesn't really hide anything. So for me, Mumford is a public figure and he lives a public life. Okay, when you live a private life, you don't show your children. Even E-Money, you guys know E-Money, right? That's another one that has a flashy page. He's the president of Five Star Music, I believe. E-Money shows his family. So, as long as they have their security, Nigeria is not a secure place at all. As long as they have their security, the basic thing is they're fine. Me, I don't have small children, but if I did have small children in today's age, I probably wouldn't put them on social media because this situation in Nigeria with kidnappers and stuff is just getting out of hand. Come and kidnap my child and they ask for 10 million naira later or bitcoins or whatever. Okay, back to Mumphah. Okay, now a lot of you don't know what Mumphah does. You just think he posts Rolls Royce, money, stacks of money, flashy cars, and everything on Instagram. Okay, a couple of years ago, I think when I came out of prison, I did want to open a radio station online, which I'm still doing. Most of my broadcasts have been basically using the Facebook interface for radio. Okay, people donated a lot to me after prison for my medical, for building this new station. But I remember saying, Monfort, come and invest in my radio station now. Come and invest. And I even had a post that said, everybody tag Mumford to come and invest, but everybody tagged Mumford. Mumford didn't reply me or say anything. Okay. He probably knows me as a controversial figure, like everybody else calls me. People badmouth me. They call me mad woman. They call me names. I've lost a lot of opportunities. Okay. And I wrote a write up about it that I'm not going to be doing a lot for anybody. And when I'm leaving for the United States, I'm already in the United States. I'm just coming back and forth now. My assignment in Lagos is about to end, and I'm off to another part of the world. You'll see me when I get there. I'm going to be doing assignments. At the end of the day, okay, Mumford didn't reply me. Fine, he doesn't have to. It was just something I did. Okay, but I know who he is per se as a journalist. Okay, many of you don't. All you think is that he's flashing this and that. Someone wrote on my page yesterday. My Instagram page is no longer open for comments. I've closed it permanently. I'm not going to take the insults and all the, accusations of fake news anymore. Okay, there's only so much I can tolerate. I put a lot out for you guys to listen to watch, to hear, and yet you still disrespect my work. Go to the mainstream media who doesn't touch any stories, okay? So at the end of the day, Mumphah is a BDC operator. What's a BDC? Many of you don't know it because you've never been out of this country, or you don't even know what it is within this country. Bureau de change. The minute you get on the plane and get to another country, it's not Nigeria. Okay, you're in a foreign country now. UK, US, Dubai, name it. Bureau de change is just a French word for a place where we change money. Okay, and the whole concept of bureau de change started in France. Okay, and they have the name bureau de change. Okay, the office of changing. Now you'll see them in airports. We have them at Muritel Mohammed. You'll see them in airports. You'll see them in the middle of the street. Okay, down the street on Allen Avenue, they got them there. And then they have the little Awusa boys on the sides of the streets who are working for the Bureau de Change operators. Okay, the BDC. That's what BDC stands for, the BDC operators. Okay, the ordinary Aboki boy will come. I'm walking past Allen around Tantalizers, and a whole bunch of Aboki boys are up there just hanging, and they'll be screaming at you, dollar, dollar, pound, pound, euro. They know who to scream at. Okay, if I'm wearing, let's see, this British t-shirt that I'm wearing, in possibly this Tiwa Savage hat. This one doesn't make an impact as much as the British t-shirt. Or they think I look from abroad or Ajebota. You know, they have ways in which they know. And I'll look at them and say, I don't get dollar, I don't get pound, I don't get what, that kind of stuff. But if you go down the street, you want to change money. Right now, I have 50 pounds on me. Okay, British money. Someone gave me that. They came to visit and they gave me the money, That is like 27,000 Naira. If I want to change that 50 pounds now, I have to go down the street towards Allen and change the money. Okay, so the rate is 453 or something, all right, for Lagos. Once I get there, what I find out is I've already seen the internet. Aboki FX is telling me 453. Once I get to those Aboki boys on the street, how much is pound? Instead of 453 that I've calculated to get my 20 something thousand, they're going to tell you 450. And then I'm looking at them, I'm like, wait a minute, Aboki FX say 453 for Lagos, what do you? Then I'll try to walk away. And they're like, come now, auntie, come now. This Hausa boys now. Come now, come now. Hausa boys are the ones that are selling money and buying money in Nigeria, if you don't know that yet. Okay, which brings me to the Sahara Reporter story about the CBN. Okay, and also the other side of the CBN that people never talk about, and people were saying as rumors. Okay, I've contacted the CBN about that. This whole thing about hacking into the CBN, hacking into companies, hacking, all this hacking going on around the world, phishing, carrying money out. The Sahara story talks about the employees in the CBN are mostly children of high-ranking politicians, blah, blah. Maybe they're the one carrying money out, dollars, pounds, And even Lakeisha said that's why Showore was arrested. Lakeisha is the lady that runs Sahara Reporters. She said in last Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago on the show, that they believe that that's the investigation they did, that they exposed that what got Showore arrested, not the Revolution Now story. Okay, so everybody's digesting everything they have to do. Now, on Mumphah's case, okay, you have to hear what I'm saying. Some of you might think I'm beating around the bush. I'm not. You have to know what's going on, because half of you kids out there, you like to digest fake news. And digesting fake news is what gets everybody into trouble. Now, let me tell you something. Okay, last September, I tweeted my goddaughter, Chioma Vincent. I said, Chioma, congratulations to Chioma. She just had a baby boy. I'll come see you over the weekend. Instablog Nigeria and Pulse Nigeria took my tweet, carried it to their pages. Kemi announces the birth of Davido's son. You digested the fake news. Okay, and Kemi announces Davido's birth. Davido did not give birth. Why didn't Instablog and Pulse Nigeria call Davido? Why didn't they tweet Davido? Social media has no barriers, no gatekeepers. You could have tweeted Davido, you could do that. Or you could just tweet me. Hi, Kemi. Which Chioma is that? How can I go visit Chioma on the weekend? Am I friends with Chioma? I'm visibly fighting with Davido because he was rude to me. And you guys use your brain, your dead brains, to process that as Davido's girlfriend has had a baby. I mean, really, you guys have dead brains. Did she have a baby? Are we friends? Am I going to see her on the weekend? Come on. You could have done better. Then I have people telling me when Davido announced his baby's birth now that Kemi announced the fake one. I got a problem in my hands right now. Silverbird Television slandered me on TV. Shade Ladipo called me a liar. Kemi Olunloyo is a liar. If you believe anything she says, she's a liar. Silverbird is going to pay for that. I'm not playing around. Okay, don't tag me to that bullshit. A lot of you are fucking illiterates. You don't know anything about the world. You get all over Instagram. This is why I shut down my Instagram for comments forever. Okay, I'm going to be like Drake and Faton Yibo and all these other celebrities that don't open comments. No more comments. Read and go. So that's the reason I'm doing that on Instagram. I'm getting ready to shut comments down on YouTube too. Watch the video and go. I make my money. Simple. Come, watch, I get paid, go. Videos like this Mumphah video is getting viral now. I'm looking at the numbers here. Okay, if I put it in YouTube Premium, you have to pay me $10 to watch. YouTube millionaires are making lots of money. And it was what? 4 months ago, YouTube told me you are now eligible for YouTube Premium. Do you know what that means? Every time you watch my YouTube video, you're paying to watch it. $10 or more. YouTube Premium. I've not activated it because I'm thinking about you, but yet you'll go out there and call me fake news. I did not announce to anybody that Chioma Adeleke had a baby. I tweeted on Chioma Vincent. Then I tagged her on Instagram. Guess what happened? Chioma Vincent was getting so many notifications. Oh, Auntie Kemi, you killed me. So many notifications. Why did I tweet it? I can't tweet any Chioma. Is Adeleke the only Chioma? Why did I tweet it? I tweeted it simply because she called me and said, Auntie Kemi, I just had my baby. Your grandbaby's here. You got to tweet and tell people. And I just with Chioma just said, and you fell for it, right? As the videos, right? Don't call me fake news carrier, okay? Or Mumphah, if I want to change my 50 pounds, I go down the street to change it. The most I ever changed was $1,000. When I came home in 2005 or something, I visited Nigeria. The dollar rate was not high. It was 125 or 150. I came home with stacks of money like this. Okay, today, the day of 360, I doubt if I'll be able to even carry $1,000 to Allen or any of the places that our bookies are, because that's like bringing 360,000 naira home. Let me tell you something. When it comes to $1,000 and I'm getting 360,000, a bookie has to carry me inside the house, count it very well in front of me before I stack it somewhere in my bag or wherever, enter a car and leave, or however I'm leaving there. That definitely has to be a car and leave. But that's not to say they wouldn't follow you to where you're going, rob you, shoot you, and kill you. It's happened in Ibadan 3 times, where people have come to change money in Sabo and they were followed by people for what? $1,000, 360,000. The same people who sold you that money are the same people who put their, criminals around. So you have to be careful when you're doing that. That's 1,000. That's the most I've changed. 500, 1,000. But if you're changing $10,000, okay, $5,000, okay, which I've done before, but never on the street with a bookie, never in the black market. Okay, most people ask a bookie to bring it to them where they are. Okay, that's what Shimon tried to do, and he wanted to dupe them. He ended up in prison. If I have 5 or 10,000, I wouldn't care for that market rate. I'll just go for the bank rate. It's not too much of a difference. It's very, very close these days. 360, 353 still. But if I have $100,000 I want to change, I don't go to a bookie on the streets. I go to Mumphah. Do you guys understand now why I'm beating around the bush to explain this to you? 100,000. No, Bukola Saraki was robbed. The BDC that he went to. You remember that story a couple of years ago, 2014, 2015? I think it was something like $50,000 or something like that. And they robbed the BDC. Bukola's money was there. And they said the DSS agent or somebody who was a DSS agent was a robber or something. I don't know. But at the end of the day, if you have large amounts of dollars, pounds, or euros, which you're allowed to have, if I carry half of my salary in America and say I want to change money in Nigeria, I will not go, okay, to the streets or the corner bureau to change. I wouldn't even go to the bureau to change that has a shop and everything. It's too dangerous. They can rob you, bringing your dollars in, rob you, taking your dollars out. Okay? The bottom line is you have to go to a bank for that or do a bank transfer. But if you want that black market rate, that good rate, you go to Mumphah. That is what Mumphah does. He changes money for people. Okay? So who goes with that kind of money? Politicians, big people, businessmen. Okay, some of you are writing, oh, Mumphah is an APC boy. APC should be able to get him released. It doesn't have to do with APC. Okay, the APC politicians have lots of money. Okay, my father is one of them. Don't know where he has any money, but my father is an APC person. I can tell you that. If these guys are going to London, okay, or they're going to Germany or anywhere they're going, some of them are going for surgery. And I remember my dad once traveled for surgery and they needed to change 25,000 pounds, the money for the surgery. Okay, that came to like 10 million or something that day. Okay, the money came to the house, the money left the house, all that stuff. I know how it works. So there's some BDC operators like that. That's exactly what Mumphah does. He changes big amounts of money for people. Now, as he does that, he's not the only one. Many people do what Mumphah do. But many people don't have Instagram accounts. Mumphah has an Instagram account. He shows what he does with his money. He shows how he makes money, his commission, okay, his commission and everything. He shows his good plane, his Rolls Royce. He makes money. Let me tell you something. If I'm changing money for a politician, I'm a bureau de change operator. Let's see. Uncle Lai Mohammed comes to me and says, Kemi, I'm going to London next week. I got to pay my son's school fees and I got to do my gallbladder surgery. Sorry, Lai, I didn't mean that. I just gave that as an example. I got to do a surgery or something on my gallbladder. I have gallbladder problems. But let's say, just an example, a government official wants to travel, wants to pay school fees for his child who was in degree there, and he wants some money to travel. Okay, if that minister or government official comes to me, okay, I change the money for them. I tell them the rate, I give them a rate, I change the money for them, simple, and I give them my commission, okay? All right, the guy that changes the money for my mom used to do that. That guy gets his commission and stuff because he brings it to the house and stuff like that. Okay, I won't get into that because that's partly what happened in the robbery in my house. There was inside information. At the end of the day, okay, at the end of the day, what happens is they might give Mumphah a tip. You know what I mean? Like, oh, thank you, Mumphah, for changing it. Here's your own. Now, whatever he wants to do with that money, he can do. He can flash it on Instagram. He can, let's see, he can flash it on Instagram. He can show his private jet. He can show his Rolls Royce. That's his prerogative, okay? Mumphah, on the other hand, you've seen him with stacks of dollars and all that stuff, okay? You can't compare Mumphah to Hush Puppy. Honest to God, Hush Puppy is a social media personality. He flashes a lot of money and things too. Okay, I won't get into Hush Puppy. I told him to pay for my medicals. He said I have to beg Linda a KG. He never gave me blah, 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 all that stuff. I'm past that. I'm back on my feet. Thank God. But you can't compare them. Somebody said Hush Puppy is next. No, don't wish anybody arrest. Okay, you do that a lot, and you do that with me too. Stop it. Stop wishing people arrest. At the end of the day, okay, don't compare them. Only thing they all have in common is they have Instagram pages. Okay, so I've been in touch with the Interpol and I've been in touch with the EFCC. Okay, when I'm in touch with agencies like that, I'm a journalist and an investigative journalist. Okay, you don't have to believe me. Leave my page. But you want to be there, you want to see the news, you want to see the gist, but you'll still go out there and say, Kemi spreading fake news. I was the first to report that he was arrested 3 days ago. All right. Maybe other people were told, but I was the first to arrest. I was the first to tell you about the arrest. I've gone past it. As a journalist, other people may know, oh, geez, that thing on Instablog, gist, DMs. I'm supposed to investigate exactly what happened. Okay. So what happened with Mumphah? I've been in touch with the EFCC. Now, you got to understand how the EFCC works and the Interpol. There are people inside investigations that we know. Okay. They don't want their names mentioned. Okay. So they call them the source. Just like OBOKK, the Igbo boy that, Igbo guy that fished into Unitrack's account, 12 million naira, Invicta CEO, just like Obi and the 77 Nigerians in California and around the world, just like them. Okay. What I did, okay, I have an insider in the FBI and I have an insider in the EFCC. I have 3 insiders in the EFCC. Okay, it was one of those insiders that told me that the document that Naira Marley signed was released to the Punch. It was leaked to the Punch. You saw it in the Punch now. That wasn't supposed to be happening. If I was the judge, I would have dismissed Naira's case since May. You know, so we have what they call snitches, but they're sources. Okay, snitches within the organization. And I'm talking to an EFCC source. Okay, the name they gave me, Mumphah is, I think the guy is a Hausa guy. You know, the name they gave me, his real name, you know. But what they're telling me is, 1, yes, he was detained. And he was detained out of Abuja, not Dubai. What was he detained for? It has to do with money. It is not $5 million scam. Around the internet, there's something going around saying, you guys are obsessed with news, but when the real news person is telling you, you're waiting for BBC and CNN. Okay, let's go to BBC and CNN. Let's wait for them and see what they say about Mumphah. Go. Everybody buy BBC, sex for grades, Mumphah for scam, all that. Go to the international media. This is why I keep telling you that you need to start respecting the local media, what local journalists are doing. I'm an international journalist, but I'm working on a local level, okay? I'm not even a journalist anymore. I'm more like a media consultant now, but I will still give you journalism work. Guys, you need, okay, you really need, hold on one second. You really need to really know how things work. That's why I explained to you how money changing and what Mumphah does. Mumphah was not arrested for a $5 million internet scam. Okay? Mumphah was arrested for some kind of financial activity. He was not arrested for a specific kind. It's not an internet scam and it's not $5 million. What it is, okay, is coming to me later today. All right? It is very, very complicated. Okay, they have to be very careful giving information out. We have a social media age where you tell something to a journalist undercover, okay, and that journalist can twist it. You got to understand that sometimes we as journalists twist story. I don't do it, but many do. They'll twist the story around. All right, it has an association to a big politician. That one I can tell you. Okay, so forget that scam thing. Okay, because that one, somebody put that out, one of his haters, I guess. That scam thing isn't working. Because look, let me tell you something. I'm changing money for people, big people. Okay, what? Your brother sent you $100 from the US, or your son. My kids send me money all the time. They send you money, $100, $200, and you want to change it. You come to me, right? I'll change it for you. Okay, at 360, or you go to the Abuki down the road. Okay, for 360. Okay, but it's like if you come to Mumphah, all right, he'll change it for you, but you're better off just doing that down the street, okay? But if you come to me and you want to change money, and I'm a Mumphah-like business, you brought me $5 million. You want me to change that to you for Naira. I can do it. The only problem is that, do I need to know the source of your money? Do I need to know the source of your money? No, I don't care where you got your money from. I'm just changing it for you. All right? That's it. What they told me was he was detained because he's being questioned for wire fraud. Okay. There's conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Listen carefully, because most of you are illiterates. I'm only educating you. There is there's conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and then there's wire fraud in itself. Okay, so what they're telling me right now, okay, my insiders at the Interpol and the EFCC is there is an element of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, but the wire fraud was already committed. Okay, he was not the only person arrested. Okay, 3 people were arrested. Okay, and there's a huge politician in the middle. I cannot mention the name of the politician. Okay, I'm not going to get anybody to give me that Ibiomi treatment. Okay, that they'll carry 1 billion and give it to the IGP and they'll come and arrest me. I don't want that. All right, I want to get everything together. I want to make sure, because there's a politician involved. His name will never come out. His name may never come out. All right, it's not internet scam. Okay, he doesn't do scams per se. When I say per se, I mean he's not known for internet scam. He's known for changing money. All right. I don't know. If I have, the way they change money in Canada and Nigeria, Nigerians in Canada want to send money to their families. They'll take that money to one guy in Canada at his store. He'll change it. The money will come from a first bank account in Nigeria. Somebody will send it over there, his account, and then he'll take his commission. But if I have, okay, $1 million is 360 million. 2 million is 720 million. If you have 2 million and you want to change it, I have to give you 720 million. Okay, I have to wire those things through banks, through wiring. I can't do that just ordinary. Those are not ordinary transactions. Okay, so something about wire fraud and something about some conspiracy aspects, and it has to do with a politician. The Interpol was the one that got into the investigation because the external sources, and it could involve somebody trying to loot from Abuja. Okay, somebody in the government trying to loot. Okay, and if it's Nigeria's money, we have to remember what happened to 2 people. Okay, Alamesia, if he didn't die, some people still say they don't think Alamesia died. Alamesia or James Ibori. Okay, those 2 guys, Delta governor and Bayelsa governor, don't let's forget what happened to them. Okay, they got into the British net. Ibori did time. Alamesia was supposed to also have done time, but he suddenly died. Okay, that's why some people said his death is not even real. That's a conspiracy, and that he's moved away to another country, taken another identity. The conspiracy theories. But at the end of the day, when you're moving this money, wiring this money, and all that stuff, it becomes very tricky. I don't know if I can wire 720 million if you give me $2 million, but this is the level of work that Mumphah does. Okay, so it's like three people are under custody now. I don't know who they are, but um, I'm going to get more information this afternoon, so you guys should wait. Okay, the media is not covering this, and I bet you because of the politician involved. Okay, this is a lot of money. So listen, the way I look at this investigation, from what the guy told me, I can't tell you everything he told me. Okay, and I won't tell you whether it's the Interpol guy that I spoke to or the EFCC guy, but I've spoken to both agencies. I won't tell you all the details, but from what I see here is that Mumphah will be released. Okay, because it's that politician. Okay, that they're zeroing on. I don't know who ordered this arrest. I don't know if it's our government or another government in another country, but there's money that came out of a politician, which may be, I didn't say it is, which may be, okay, Nigeria's money, okay, on its way out, okay, and Mumphah was asked to change it, okay, not launder it. See the mistake you guys make, you call somebody a money launderer, okay, not launder it. This guy sells money and buys money for a living, okay, and if you wire that money, it's a very fine line between wiring money to an account abroad or an account in Nigeria versus laundering it. Okay, laundering involves you give me your money, I'll move it for you. Nobody knows it's your money. I have the money. Wiring means my company name is in there, your name, da 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 da. Okay? That kind of stuff. So, guys, that's it. That's all I have. This afternoon, I'll have another update as it comes. Okay? So, basic roundup is that Mumphah was not arrested for $5 million internet scam. All right? That has nothing to do with him. Okay? That's not what I was told. Okay? It has to do with a wire transfer that was very huge, and it links him to a politician as well as somebody else in between. And at the end of that day, three people were arrested, and the politician was not among the people that were arrested. So it could be our government is trying to track something. The EFCC is involved. So if a politician is trying to steal money and carry it abroad, and they use Mumphah to change the money, they detained him because they're questioning him. Simple. I don't know Mumphah. I've never seen him. I've never talked to him. I've played that nice little joke. Oh, invest in my radio station with. That's about it. Okay, I'm Kemi Lawyer. Join me on Twitter because that's where I am all day today. It's my 11th anniversary on Twitter. I'm doing a 500,000 naira giveaway, which I've not been able to give anybody because nobody has followed the rules. Everybody's there praising me. The same people abusing me or praising me. I don't need that. I need the retweets, 11K retweets, and I can give out the money. If I don't get it, the money goes to the bank or to a charity. But I do this every year. Last year I gave 250,000, out in how did I give those out? 5 and 10. 5 and 10 for data, so they can continue to follow my work. Okay, I'll see you then. Take care.